Pressurizing. Hey family, how are you guys doing? So your girl no much and come back home for a few hours. I think about an hour or so now. Came back home and I was trying to do some stuff, but I get stuck, so I need to calm my brain down and everything. Turn that down. Turn it down. We went out today. I forgot I had I forgot. Turn that down. Yes, I'm gonna take it. Turn it down. Okay, thank you. So yes, guys, I had went out the house right after I finished that live earlier. The one that I did was I was saying I had I forgot what I tackled it, but anyway, that last live you see me did earlier, and I said I couldn't stay. Right when I get off that live, say I'm gonna cook. I didn't even get to cook, guys. I got a phone call because I forgot that I had told them that when somebody was asking me if I could sing, they were having an outdoor service, and I guess somebody recommended me to the to their function, and they were saying that if I could sing at their what I call it, if I could sing at their church function. So I said yes, but so when I get off live, I said I was gonna cook and everything. I didn't get to cook, so we had to eat out. So what I had to do was quickly get the kids get showered and everything, get my dress on, and then yeah. So this was my outfit. Don't mind my house is a little bit junky, but who cares? So that's my outfit right here, family. That's what I wore today. So that's what I wore today. Nice and elegant. Yep. So this is what I wear today to the function. So that's what I wear to the function today. Yes. This is all I wear right there. Yeah. So don't mind. Yes. So this is what I wear, and I had to sing today. So I sang this song that came to my mind. It's an old song, but I sang it today, and everything. So. Yeah, and then because I had forgot about they had invited me a while back for this outdoor church ministry that they have. So get me and the kids. We had a pretty good time though. We had a pretty good time. They said they're gonna have it this Monday, but this Monday the time when they're gonna have it, I'm gonna be all the way out in Sterling Heights because I have an appointment that is urgent and needed. So I gotta get that out the way first. And my car will not be coming back out the shop. The guy had called me on Friday, right when I was thinking that I was going to call him. I said if anything I would call him today, but then he ended up calling me and said to me, we're going to have to keep your car a little longer to do some more tests on it, because when we test driving it, you see that it's idling and we don't know what really causing it. So they doing some assessment on it there. So they said give them till about Tuesday or Wednesday. So still carless right now, but you know what I mean. Cynthia Blackwell, hey, how are you? Congratulations for being the #1 top fan. Oh, congratulations. Oh, my life just stopped just now. The blood of Jesus. What's going on? Anyway, they play with me because I'm not texting. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You say hello. So greetings to one and all. Welcome. This is Resilient Queen. And this is your crazy queen. This is your all-in-one. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate. Thank you. Oh, I might need to turn my computer down because I have somebody running in the background. Yeah. Thank you so very much. And thanks to each and every one that like, comment, share, subscribe. What else? Donate. Oh, I was on here earlier and I was doing some things in my studio. And I saw this lady. She was, I think, the third person to donate to my channel, and I think she donated again. If I stand correction, I think I seen it, and I replied to her comment. That's Joshi Angel Homeless Outreach, Illinois. Thank you so very much for donating $10 to my channel. Thank you guys so very much, and to all the donors that already donate. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate all of you. not turn on. You deserve it. All glory be to God. Thank you so much, Cynthia Blackwell. Thank you so very much. Yes, man. All glory belongs to Him. All glory. And to every, I couldn't do it without no one. You know what I mean? I couldn't do it without none of your help. So when you think that your help is not appreciated, your help is appreciated because you clearly see. And to everybody, I want to say a special thanks. You see, to everybody that watched me with that video. That video don't even have a title because maybe I need to find it. I have gonna have to watch all my videos to go find that video. Cause my brain ain't storing everything. I might need to find that video that I was saying, look at this 0.64 watch time. And you guys showed up. When I say showed up, I remember the other night I got off live and you guys showed up for me so much that when I got off live, I said, what? You guys showed up for me so much that I want to say a big thank you to all of you. Every single one of you. Every last one of you. Because I know that if I didn't show up and if I didn't express myself the way I know how, and I didn't complain about those 0.64 watch hours, I don't know. I don't know, because I only have one more month to go and I wouldn't know my bed head from my bed foot. But you guys hear me venting and I put it out there in the universe, and that day I listened to my intuition. And I want to say thank you all. You listen. And to all of you who just stood there in the back, silent partners, I call you guys, like in business where somebody just sit there, don't want to be up front, but they play a major role in helping you to get to the next level, to unlock the chapter that is unlocked in right now. I'm not fully there yet because I'm still not savvy, so I have to take my time like Ali Button and juke and try to knock the brain. Wake up, you know. I'm still knocking the brain, you know what I mean. But I want to say thank you all, because you stood there even when I would just say, oh, but there's only one person here, there's only two person here. So oh no, after that, after I complain about that 6.4 watch time, oh man, you guys do it. Oh my goodness. The real Dean, thank you so very much. It's a tapping into the hustle. Oh my God, for donating. Oh, 1 second. For donating $2. Thank you so very much. You are the sixth person. Oh my God. The blessing. Thank you all so very much. The likers, the sharers, the commenters, the donors, everybody. He saw the best in you. Thank you so much to everyone. But I'm telling you, man, just show up for yourself. You see that video I did yesterday? I know I might not explain it. I just used what it was coming to my thought yesterday to tell you guys to just show up for yourself. Just continue to show up for yourself. I would encourage everybody to, it's just a basic video, live video I did. It wasn't too long or anything. Go watch that video and gain some insight, because I'm telling you, even though this is YouTube and you will say, oh, but nobody have to clock me in or clock me out, you're clocking yourself in. And just remember, if you don't clock in, nobody won't clock in for you. You see what I'm saying? So even though you might not have an actual 9 to 5 that you will go to and clock in, you going to have to clock yourself in, because if you don't, you won't be clocked into anything. And I want you all to know that. So picture yourself on YouTube, on this street, like you're clocking into an actual job. You understand that need you to clock in. The only difference with the actual clocking and a clocking on YouTube or any other social media platform is that it's on your time. It's not on somebody's time. You see what I'm saying? So you could clock in anytime. So just picture this, and whatever encouragement that will come to my mind to give to you, I'm going to give it to you. Picture yourself clocking in. If you don't clock in, no one will clock in for you, okay? You gotta clock in, and then somebody will also contribute to you. All right, so big shout out to the real Dean here for donating $2. It's a blessing, and I know every little maker muckle, all Jamaican will understand them. He said, I am with you on that. Yes, man. So just picture these. Thank you so much, Dean. You know what I mean? And for capturing the #1 spot, hey, you see my top fans, they're not playing. They just roll out. Every time you have a live and you see the 1, 2, 3 top fun, they just roll out. And this is for every live. Every live top fun is gonna be different. But I'm telling you, we're not playing out here. It's a hello real Dean. So I want you all to understand. He said my channel is the same motivation and inspiration. Thank you so much, real Dean. All right, thank you so very much, and I will definitely check it. Can you leave me a message so I can check out your channel? Because one of the things that I want to also do for others as well is not just to tell you this, but I want to know if you're working on watch time. I don't want to know how much watch time you're working on. I just want to come and support you by watching the videos and just comment. Some of the time I might comment if I'm not busy, but I will just watch the video, let it play out. The playlist is kind of a little bit tricky because when you're not here, I put some playlists on, and when I'm not here, I come back. By the time I open it, they said, are you still watching this video? So I like to just take my time and go through the video. Sometimes I'll 2, 3 video. If it's a long form video I'm going to go for, I go for the video, because that way I know that for sure I'm here and the person can get their watch time for sure. You know what I mean? I found you through either Jazz or Lynn. Oh, I believe. I think is it through Jazz? I don't remember if it's through Jazz. Because I've been going through so many communities, not even funny. Sometimes I just be in the background. It's not even funny. You like. So what I start to do now, when I go into your community, I will give a bunch of heart if I don't want to comment, right? Because sometimes you just want to chill. You got to understand, because sometimes you come home, you're tired from work, you're exhausted, and you see somebody live, you just want to chill in the background. Nothing wrong with you chilling in the background. You just make sure you hit that like button to support a sister, support a brother, support a auntie, support a uncle, support a grandma, wherever where you can do it. And I will say that if you don't like somebody content or whatever, still watch just to support them. You know what I mean? In the back of your head, it's like a job. You go there and you might be hungry, and it's gonna take you long to get home, so you might just buy one hot dog. You know what I mean? You just buy a hot dog and just catch yourself up and eat, and you're good to go again. You know what I mean? You won't buy a bunch of stuff, but at least you just buy a hot dog and eat. You know what I mean? Because we're going in the digital arena. But if you don't clock yourself in, nobody will clock for you, okay? Yes, the support is always given and received. Yes, ma'am. You know what I mean? And I like to tell people there's 365 days in the year. You don't have to watch me every single day. You know what I mean? If you want to support me, they have replay, they have any kind of things out there in ways to support. Now I have membership up today. I did that, and I did my email. I haven't get to post it because when I got off live, I got called to go sing at a church event today that they were having in the street. And because I already said yes to it, but they called me and said, hey, at 3:05, they say, hey, we having an event, so I'll go there and go sing today. And he said, whoops, whoops. Yes, man. And the song I sang today was There Is Hope. So there is hope in everything we're doing. Please don't give up. But remember, treat YouTube like a regular job. But it's only different is it's on your time. It's not at nobody else's time, but your time. So that's the beautiful part. YouTube create this wall, and you can all go up there. We all can go up there and place what we need to place up there. Everybody, we're going to have some similarities in how we discuss things, how we do things. We're going to have a whole lot of difference in how we do things, how we organize, how we structure. Some of us are more versatile. Some of us are more tech savvy. Me, I'm far from that. I just got my hands and my mouth to talk as good as possible, but that's about it. You know, sometimes if I'm but like, but can't find the words. But you know what? We're here today. And I'm telling you, you make sure you clock yourself in. It might not be a job that you're going, oh, at 9 to 5 I have to clock in. You can roll out of bed just the way you are and clock yourself in. Okay, make sure you clock yourself. I have been greatly motivated by a lot of the communities. Putting the work went from 50 to 1K in 62 days. Wow, that is what we call testimony right there. That is what you call testimony right there. You put in the work and you go trod these road for yourself. But look, you see, if you didn't clock in on YouTube by placing yourself on YouTube, you wouldn't even know that your art would be out there. Now your art is out there and you're working and going in different communities and not only supporting them, but you're also supporting yourself, because you have to show up for yourself. Because if I promise you guys, if you don't show up for yourself, there's no paycheck. It doesn't matter if it's YouTube street or it's a 9 to 5. If you don't go to job, there is no paycheck at all. Nowhere. Even just driving for DoorDash and you're on your own time, or you're driving for Uber, Lyft, or whatever, just tell me. You park that car that you got. Yeah, wow, good testimony. Thank you so much, Cynthia Blackwell. You park that car, even though you say you're on your own clock. Yes, you're on your own clock, but you got to remember, evil clock stick. Every clock stick. Tick, 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 tick. So you don't clock in. And you see if somebody gonna be just nice to tell you that, hey, no, nobody ain't gonna, you gotta clock in, you gotta show up. You know what I mean? Show up. Even when you feel down, show up. Sometimes, and but only thing I learned though, that I will share with you, because I've been going to top communities, small communities, medium-sized communities, and one thing I learned that I want to share with you, I'm doing it each day with 16 years clean and sober. Congratulations, my brother. Congratulations. You see, and that's a testimony you have to tell the world. Because you know what I tell people? You see, when you've been through stuff, you are a definition of a true example. You don't need to say, hey, my brother this and my brother that, because you've been through it. So you're a living proof of what you've been through and how you get out of it. So you're a definition of an overcomer. And when you're an overcomer, you see things differently. You know what I mean? Because you've been through the rubble. Everybody rubble gonna be different. But you've been through it. You've been through the storm of life and you overcome all of these things. You are a definition of an example of what Hilangoli ride is. In Jamaica, we say, Hilangoli ride, oh, Hilangoli ride, oh, Hilangoli. You could have bend down, low down, Hilangoli. So sometimes you bend low, Hilangoli. You stand up, you still have Hilangoli. But guess what? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You hear what you said? I'm doing it each day with 16 years clean and sober. Congratulations, my brother. Congratulations. 16 years and sober. Congratulations. Yes, man, that's a milestone. And that's an example. Because, you know, a lot of people are very scared to share their journey because of judgment. Because a lot of people will judge them and bash them. Alicia Map coming in for the top 3 spot. You say, right, congratulations. Thank you guys so much. Thanks to each and every one of you. And a lot of people will bash you. But you got to remember, you're a definition of an example. You don't need no reference because you are a perfect reference. You don't need no one to tell you that, hey, this is this. You are a testimony. And not only a testimony, you are a perfect example. Because you know what it is to be at the bottomless pit in our life. However that situation was in your life. You know what I mean? So we all got to fight in this world. And fighting in this world is not fighting our sister, not fighting our brother, but fight to survive what was attacking us and trying to pull us down. You know what I mean? It's like somebody said, I give my stories and opinion each live stream. Yes, man. Yes, man, because of your example of that. And people looking at you as a prime example of what possibility is about when you show up for yourself. And you may fact you show up for yourself. That is enough to tell people, hey, you can show up for yourself regardless of where you are. You know, you don't have to have 5-star mindset to show up for yourself. You know what I mean? Alice Map say hi Dean. Yes, man, bless up. You know what I mean? And I want everybody to know, start showing up if you weren't showing up for yourself. I remember when I saw my 0.64 watch time. I will always talk about that number. 0.64 watch time. And I'm working towards my monetization. And a lot of people say, but boy, Resilient Queen, your mouth. We all got a witty mouth, but you got to know when to use it. And I used mine when I needed to. And that landed me right here today. Yeah, I am not tech savvy yet, so I'm still joking buttons. But guess what? By God's grace, we will get there. But you got to let your people know. You'll be surprised that when you start a live, you'll say, but nobody is there. It's only this is there or that. You say, I see that dollar sign. Yes, man, you see that dollar sign. Congratulations, Queen. Thank you so much, Alice Up, and thank you for your support as always. I was on your live. Which day was on your live? I think it was yesterday you were on a live when you were going for lunch and you were saying that lady wanted to take a 30-minute break. I was giving you all those hearts going up on those 100 or something as you were saying, and I'm like, okay, Alice Mama is tripping over here. But you know, it's life. Because if you don't express yourself when you're going through stuff, you will drown in it. And then you will feel like, you know what? I guess it's just me being grumpy, but you gotta speak your mind. You gotta speak your mind because that's the only way you're gonna have healing in this world. Sometimes we're gonna come off as being vice and so. But it is life, it is what it is. But I'm here to tell you guys, go check that video out. I was giving you just common sense knowledge. I wasn't reading from a book, from a script or nothing. I had no teleprompter in front of me. Alright? And I was telling you guys to show up for yourself. And whatever that was on my heart, that my intuition was giving me, I put that out there and tell you guys to show up for yourself. And even though you will say, oh, I don't want to work a 9 to 5, but you gotta also remember, you too can become a 9 to 5 if you're not paying attention. Because if you're not showing up for yourself, then you're gonna become a 9 to 5. But you're showing up for yourself, that means you're clocking in. You know what I mean? And the good part, we clock in whenever we want to. That's the beautiful part, and that's the difference, okay? Yes, you work that life, cleaning and cooking all times through the day, work hard. Yes, man. And they say all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. We'll go make Resilient Queen a dull girl. We're not going for that. You know, you say goal, yes man, goal, oh yes. True, anytime. You know what I mean? And I'm here to tell you guys, show up for yourself. Stop worrying about, oh, nobody is there. Yeah, even in business, most people who do business know that in business you have private sector and you have public sector. Now I want you to tie that into your business now, which is YouTube. You're gonna have private people. That mean the people them who don't want to come up in your comment to say, hey, I'm here. They are gonna be private. They might give you a like from the background, right? But they won't be showing up in your comment. Every now and then they might show up in your comment. But sometimes don't just assume. Even the people that you go into their life, sometimes you will think that they're not there for you. They are there. So I don't want you to assume that because you only see one person up there, 0 person up there, or so nobody's there. They just don't want to have no comment. They just want to sit in the background and chill, and that's a known fact because I'm here today. I am here today, right? I am here today. So this is a known fact that I am telling you. That because I am here today, I can tell you that is it. Because how did I get here? The other night I said I was doing a live with Dark so bad. I was saying, how the hell did I get here? You know what I mean? Was showing up and people were there. You say, oh, I never look at it that way. Yes, man. You will think people not there, they're there. Private sector, yes, man. You have private and public. You know, you have people who, even in business, you have silent partners in business where they play a major role in the business, contribute and do everything, but they just don't want to be at the forefront of anything. And clearly, what this showed me, that Resilient Queen, somebody out there said, I got you. So make sure when you guys go live or so, shouting out all those silent partners. And when I refer to some of them as silent partners, well, not just a subscriber who want to stay in the background as well, but people also who are not yet subscribed to your channel. They contribute as well, very much so. You know what I mean? So you have to shout out everybody, to all the private watchers who are watching. Thank you guys so much, because you know it. When you come off live, you might have 3 people, but when you come off live, they say 20 people was on your live. You were wondering, where's all these people come from? Well, don't worry. Just remember, they are private. They don't want to be public. They are private. And don't think that everybody in your background is just a hater. Some people just want to chill. Some people have a lot going on and they just want to chill. Do we understand what chill mean? We're not talking about taking a chill pill. We say people just want to chill. Sometimes you come home from work and you just want to scroll and chill out. You know what I mean? Not chilling, just chill out. Yes, true. I call them the bushwashers. Well, they ain't no bushwasher. They're real OG in the back, because that's why I'm here today. They're the real OG in the back. You understand? They're holding down things. The commenters holding down things. The likers you're gonna see holding down things. The people that are private in the back, they're holding down your views for you. They also contributing to your watch time. Not just the views, because they don't comment in your comment section, but they're contributing to your watch time. You see what I'm saying? So they're not only holding down the views, but they're holding down your watch time. The other night I get off my live because I was telling them about my watch time when I start talking. He said, just relax. Yes, man. Yes, man, we just chill out sometime, you know. And when I got off my live, guys, I get 12 minutes of watch time. I'm like, what? From 0.64? Guys, I was so shocked. But I didn't even need to be shocked, because I told people that, hey, All these 0.64. Come on, man. If ever 1 minute of your time. I don't remember the name of that video. I wish I had remembered it. If I gotta go back and watch all my videos to tackle them, and I need to do better with Taiko too, because me, I'm suck at Taiko, but we're going to go the way we can go. But I want to find that video where I talk about the 6.4 watch time. I was ranting in that video, but I'm telling you, subscribers probably who could stand me, they were in the background. People who didn't subscribe to the chat, they were in the background. And you hear me? And people just want to chill. My moderators, they were there. You know what I mean? They were in the background, some of them, you know? Lisa Godstyle say, hey, Queen, how are you? Bless up yourself. So let me tell you something. Show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Once you show up and show up, people will show up for you. If ever one person, remember, you know, even in the Bible, they say where two or more are gathered, who is in the midst? God is in the midst. So when you think that, oh, you need a bunch of people to show up for you to say show up, you show up for yourself, and everybody come. You know what I mean? You say, hey, you say, just never know who I watch. Yes, man, you never know, man. And that's why we call them the private watchers, our silent partners. Because they're silent. Sometimes they're not yet subscribers, sometimes they are subscribers. But they just don't have nothing to do. You know, they just want to chill. But show up for yourself. And if you're working on your subscribers, you know, and you realize that you're at this place where you feel like you're just stagnant, you're not going anywhere, ask people in your channel to share out your lives and so forth, or you make a nice live. If you ever feel, do something outside of your comfort zone, you know, tap into different areas of you and go in there and see, okay, let me see what I can do. You know what I mean? Last night I tapped into my short last night, and I said, because I deleted an app so I had a little storage, and only to discover that the app, you know, shorts, all the little time I let short turn up. You know, I like that silent partner. Yes, man, they're silent partners. You know what I mean? Everybody don't just want to be up in the front all the time. How many of us go to aim somewhere and somebody says sit at the front and you're like, fear take you over, you try to run out of it. You don't want to sit at the front because you say if you want to leave, you don't want nobody know when you got to leave, because then you're going to have to put your hand up like you're in a church. Oh, excuse me. You know, but when you're silent something, you can just take a little time and you go about your business, you know what I mean? You know, because sometimes they put you up front when you're private, when you're public, and then they just put you on spot, and then therefore you don't have no way to escape this. It's like somebody here and I'm talking and I make reference and I say, Alisa Map, is you still here? Only to realize Alisa Map don't, because you know what I mean? Because sometimes you just want to chill. You know what I mean? And that's why you say you have to take care of you. You know, take care and show up for yourself. Don't give up. And one thing I will encourage somebody else, if you're going for watch time, make sure you have another device. Make sure, because showing up for yourself is also to put in the work. I mean, put in the work, you know what I mean? Let me tell you something. When the Lord is working, you don't know who is out there to support you. Don't put out a video and say, who gonna watch this? Failure. Setting yourself up for failure. You put that video out there and you ask the man above to guide you in bringing people to watch it. If ever one person bring or somebody he brings, you ask him for that direction. You go out there every day and you put everything you're going to do before him. He will walk you through things. And for those of who are going to become a member of my channel, I will kind of dive a little deeper into how I get monetized, and I will dive a little bit deeper, and you make sure you guys have questions to say, how long did I get, when did I know I got monetized? I didn't even know when I got monetized, so I can help you with that one. But you can still ask. I probably could give you around the time I realized that. Only in the membership I'll give that bit of information. What did I do to get monetized, and if you want to ask some more insight as to what you need to know. All right, but the only thing I can tell you, make sure you show up for yourself. Have an extra device showing up for yourself, and show up. Turn on the camera. You don't turn on the camera, you don't have a paycheck. Just like you don't go to a regular job, you don't got a paycheck. Who gonna just say, here you go, you didn't work this week, but here you go, I got a paycheck for you? Yeah, no. So just treat YouTube like that. Any platform you're gonna on, you know, we're looking at it like, okay, yes, Alice, let's Lisa Godstyle, amen to that. Any platform you're gonna on. The only difference with a 9 to 5, and you clocking in for yourself, is that you don't answer to anyone like that unless you violate a rule and you answer to YouTube, where you can either get demonetized or whatever, or you get a warning or ray and blah blah. And those things you can fix and whatever need to resolve. You understand me? But they still have rules that we all got to follow. So even though we will say, oh, this is not a 9 to 5, we don't have to clock in, we still have rules we got to follow, baby. So everything got rules. Every single thing, even when you're running from a stressful day, everything go have rules. Even us on here creating content got rules. If somebody come in here as a troll and they're being rude, we got rules, eh? We don't hear our witty mouth long time. Sharp and ready to take them out. Whip, quick and fast. You know what I mean? So everything got rules, even when you're not looking at it from that standpoint. But remember, if you don't show up for yourself, you don't got no paycheck nowhere. Nowhere. Doesn't matter if you do DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, YouTube, whatever you're gonna do. If you don't show up, let me see the man that just gonna hand you a paycheck. You show up. The likelihood of you getting a paycheck now, if I 1 minute, 2 hour, 30 minutes or so, is possible. But you don't show up, you don't got no paycheck to get. So I want you to look at this as a way to say, you know what? I'm gonna treat this like a business. And if you wasn't treating your channel like a business, I would encourage you to start doing so. Better late than sorry. And it's what they call it. They say early bird catches the most worm, but sometimes you don't know when early start is. Like somebody caught you off spot to say, hey, can you sing a song for me? You're buck shuffling. That's all right. But keep working. Don't give up. I don't know nobody give free checks right now. Oh, exactly. Exactly. So just bear in mind the only difference with a 9 to 5 job and a YouTube channel is the clocking time. We clock in anytime. You know what I mean? And if I want to clock off now and clock back in, I can do so. But a job you can't do that. You'll be getting a warning letter if you don't change your ways. Some job, if you're a good worker, they will warn you, hey, you're coming in late, you need to make adjustment. You know what I mean? Else we're gonna have to terminate your contract or ray or and if you're not performing. You see what I'm saying? And the same thing with here. If you're not performing either, you can be terminated as well. So even though everything come with its own handle. Just remember, everything comes with its own handle. So we have to just take care of business the best way we know how and to show up. And if you're working for watch time, ask your supporters, whether silent partners or you want to call them private partner, whatever you call them, because they may in the background and they want to support you in what talk. Ask them. Listen to me. I have a lot of people who sit there in the background. You can tell them. You know what I used to say? You could put me on mute because I know my mouth is something else. You could put me on mute and just go about your daily business. When I get off live, then it will hang up automatically. You know what I mean? So you could put me on mute. I had a friend and he said, hey, I don't watch it because you accent, man, and you talk too fast. And I said, best thing you can do for me is put me on mute and just let it run. Because I understand, you know what I mean? And I have to learn to understand from different people's perspective in life. You know what I mean? I can't just want everybody to understand from me, but I want to understand from different perspective. And that's why you have this diverse YouTube platform that people from all over the world can come by, because everybody who helped put me here is from all over the world. It's not just from in the kitchen, from in my junk kitchen. No. He said, oh yes, so true. Some days I'll be ready to walk away before my shift is done at work, but I can't. Yes, man. And when you got bills to pay and you realize that that's the only way of income you have right now, you just gotta stuff it in like a stuffed bread. You gotta stuff it in. But one thing you're gonna learn is that you're not giving up. And Echo, you have a YouTube channel, you just keep working, because we all have those days. Even on YouTube, sometimes you have days where you're really drained and exhausted. And what I start doing when I feel overwhelmed and tired nowadays, I still come on. But I don't come on for no long hours. If I go have to, like, when I'm good and happy, I say, yeah, this is your queen, what's going on? No. If I'm not feeling well, you come on for a quick, maybe, at least, you know what I recommend? Because when I was watching the YouTube, reading the YouTube guidelines, they said at least make a 8 to 10 minutes video. Also, so I would recommend that anybody going live, minimum 8 minutes. If you want to, that means if you're not feeling well and you don't, and you still want to show up, the minimum 8 minutes. Because guess why I say that? You get to have ads on those videos. You understand? The video that I posted about me, the last live I went to, you have, I think, about 2 ads, and yes, really 8 minutes. They have a 8 to 10 minutes. So if you want the minimum, I'm going to tell you to stay on your live. If you're not feeling well and you're able to pick that phone up, just come on for 8 minutes. That's it. Just come on for 8 minutes. That's the minimum. Don't do a live less than that. Just do 8 minutes for the minimum, because that add to your video, maybe 1 or 2 ads, sometimes 3 ads, depending on how short the ads are. You understand? So whatever I'm learning as I go along, I might not be the best person to go into details with this and that, but I'm going to tell you from what I understand that the minimum I would recommend you to do if you're going to go live and you don't feel like, let's say you're coming from work, for those who work, and you come home from work and you're still tired, but your intuition is telling you to pick that phone up and go live. You see, I've been doing 1 to 10.5 hours live stream for like 78 in a row. Grateful. Yes, man. You know what I mean? And that's very good. The real Dean. Yes, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to put yourself out there, and you have this community that will help you. Even if it's one person in your community, 2 person, you are the next person. Make 3. So don't worry, you just put yourself out there. You understand? And you will get what you want. But I will recommend that if you're not gonna show up 7 days a week, one of the things I learned that I can share is schedule your videos. Schedule your lives. That because people at this point they don't know when you're coming or anything. So it's best to schedule your videos, especially if you're not coming on 7 days a week. You only go come on 3 days of the week or 2 times out the week. Make sure those videos or lives you're gonna do are scheduled. So, cause I don't want you to make the same mistake I made, and it can cost you something. It didn't cost me anything, but I'm saying when it could bring me more people, it like remove people. That means your views I'm talking about. You know, because people said, okay, you're not scheduling this thing or whatever. So make sure you do that. And I also will encourage you to do pop-up live. Let's say you're at a place and you think your life is in danger or anything. Do a pop-up live. So that way somebody in real time can help you out. Have a good person when you're gonna do a pop-up live in real time. That means if they on your channel or so forth, they have a code already. So if they see you do a certain things a certain way, or you do this or so, they already know what time is it to dial 911, and make sure you already share your location with them so they know where exactly you're at. So therefore, if you're in any hot water, even if it's sickness and you are not feeling well and you have to pick that phone up, because digital world we're going into, so we have to learn digital way of doing things as well, to reach out to a friend, to reach out to a family member. So make sure you can do a pop-up live to announce to people that, hey, I'm not feeling well, such and such. You say, right, my minimum is 30 minutes for my life, but sometimes by the time I get on and the community shows up, it helped me, and before you know it, it's one. That's fine. That's fine. You know what I mean? But you just make sure you do what you gotta do. And I'm saying, like, days when you're really exhausted. Some days you drain. You have some days where you're literally drained. So just do these, and just every now and then you do a little pop-up live, you know what I mean? You just have a pop-up, especially if you're not feeling well. You might want somebody to talk to, and probably who in your house can't talk to them because they're on your last nerve. So sometimes you just have to do a pop-up live and just talk. You don't have to tell people what's going on in your life. You just pop up and, talk about something. Sometimes you live alone and you feel down and depressed. Do a pop-up live if you have 50 or more subscribers. Do a pop-up live and you probably title your video, hey, what do you do when you're going through anxiety? What do you do when you're going through post depression, if you have baby and you don't know what to do because you could become a new mom or anything, you know what I mean? Say, Queen, keep up the hustle. Appreciate you. Till the next one. Thank you so much, Real Dean. Leave me a comment so I can go check your video out. All right, thank you so much for passing through, and thank you for holding the #1 spot. Congratulations to all the top fans for tonight, and congratulations for that donation from the Real Dean. Bless up yourself, manners, love, and respect to one and all, and have a good night, Real Dean. Thank you all so much, and to everyone that is here in the background, silent watchers and silent partners and everything, my subscribers, my likers, my sharers, my commenters, my well wishers, people who mean you well. Big up on yourself. Bless up. You know what I mean? Manners, love, and respect. You say I learned a lot. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you so much. Lisa got style. You know what I mean? So don't give up. But a pop-up live will be good. Because sometimes you have days when you're down and you just want somebody to talk to. That pop-up live, you don't have to make it be no 1 hour. Unless if you have the community going and willing to encourage you and support you. You know what I mean? Then you just keep going until you see everybody start fade away. Then you say, all right, that is it. Thank you. I was listening. Yes, man. Thank you so much. You are so smart. You know what I mean? It's the only way, we learn. When you go through the rub, you come on, you got some experience. You know what I mean? You might not have a vast amount of experience, but I only can share what I've learned from going through the rubble. You know what I mean? And that's all I can say. Just show up for yourself. That day when I get the title, I don't remember what I was doing, and I hear something in my head say, "Show up for yourself." Honestly, love, hello, my queen. How are you? Greetings. And say, "Show up for yourself." I'm like, showing up for myself. Because in your head you'll be like, "What?" And I said, "But what am I going to talk about showing up for myself? What am I going to talk about?" But little did I know that I had already asked. He said, "I learned from you a lot." Thank you, Lisa God Style. Thank you so much. I learned from a lot of YouTubers, from the top YouTubers to the middle YouTubers to even people at the bottom level like us, where they right down here. I learned a lot from everybody because for me, my brain, I like to widen my horizon and listen to people share their knowledge about different stuff. You know what I mean? Because maybe I can't explain it good, but I can go here and hear somebody explain it down to the teeth, down to the bone. It's like good seasoning. You know what I mean? They know how to season. You know what I mean? Just like cooking. Everybody can cook, but everybody's not a great cook. You know what I mean? Just like reading. Everybody can read, but everybody's not a great reader. But we still can do our thing, right? Everybody can dance, but everybody's not a good dancer. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can sing, but everybody's not a great singer. Everybody can rap, but everybody's not a great rapper. But we're still out here doing our thing. Everybody can do something. You know what I mean? I like you're here. Thank you so much, Honestly Love. Congratulations for the top 3 position tonight. You know what I mean? So just show up for yourself. Sometimes you wonder, what am I showing up for today? I see your intuition, connect with it. Connect with it. Right now, my intuition give me a few topics to talk about, and I think that's where I get the showing up from myself is. I get like 3 or 4 topics. I have a few more I need to talk about, but I haven't get around to them yet. But this one, I had scheduled a live to talk about show up for yourself, and the live would not schedule. It would not schedule no matter what I did. It would not schedule. So I think yesterday I talked about showing up for yourself. My brain and my head space and everything is jumbled up. And I talked about, I'm like, showing up for yourself. But little did I know I didn't even have to buck shuffle for things to come. Because common sense, the things that you see around you every day is what you're going to use to motivate you. It's like me. I have this car and it's just dragging me back 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot at a time. And I tell myself, I'm over the stress. I'm just going to take this one day at a time. So Alice Mob say, yes, show up. Yes, man, you got to just show up for yourself. Show up. You say, I agree 100%. You know what? I'm trying to create a website. And I was putting in something because I told you guys I want to be able to give back, because I know if I struggle in life, I know other people out there are struggling. So I want to create a website where I can do stuff. And a part of my website that I was trying to tap into will have something to do with show up. And then when I was doing it, they said, fantastic, brilliant, that's a good idea, that's a good. And I'm like, what? And then I was putting in the information and I had to type in what I want, and they had vet it and everything. But then when it comes to the payment method, I go like this, brain freeze. So I go have to wait till I got some dollars, then I can do it. Because I know when you struggle in life and you become an overcomer, not to say you're overcomer yet, because you're still going through the struggles. You say, wow, yes, man. Yes, I listen. You say, I agree 100%. And stuff like that, that's how you're gonna gain experience, because you're gonna say, but if I go through this, I guarantee you that somebody else out there is going through the same thing or similar. It could be different, but some similarities are lingering there, and you could reach out. And that's all we need to do, is reach out to one person at a time. We don't need to reach out to a whole multitude, you know. We just need to reach out to one person at a time, and you'll be surprised. You like word of mouth? Something is good. Hey, you need to try this because this, that, da 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 da. Hey, turn like that. You know what I mean? So word of mouth works. And when you're not on a YouTube channel, turn that down. Who is that? Close the laptop. I forgot I had somebody running up in the background. Close that laptop for me. Thank you, Rami. Because I thought it was him. You know what I mean? So don't forget to show up for yourself. Even when you're down and you're not feeling well, still show up. It's just that the minute you would be staying like you would normally stay for an hour, or what you'd say half an hour, or however more you go, just show up. You know what? I was watching this podcast today. I think it's called Think Media Podcast, and he was saying right now he encouraged a lot of people to do. He called it the barrel. Give me a second. I'll jot down some information. Yes, I jot down information. He said, "Hello, my dears. Enjoy with Naomi. How are you? Welcome." He was talking about the barrel bell strategy, and I was listening to him. He said, "How are you? I'm doing good so far. How are you doing?" He said he was talking about the barrel bell strategy. You guys need to go check his podcast out when he was talking about that today. And he was talking about the things that you got to do, the authenticity, being vulnerable, the intimacy, and the authenticness of you and everything that play a major role. And he said, be real, don't hide the process. Don't hide what you're going through. And you see, I read that book all the time, and he said, don't hide what you're going through. Because if you hide it, how you going to get help? If I had hide my 0.64 watch time, nobody would not be stepping up to give me that 12 point something watch time that I had needed. You see what I mean? So we just got to show up. And he said, fit and mindset. A lot of platform you're going on now talking about your mindset. You know, a lot of time we need to shuffle our mindset, because sometimes our mindset that we already have need a little tune up. You know, we need to revisit it, because sometimes our mindset in how we're stuck in our ways and all these things can have a major impact, you know. And I want to, and he said some people were asking, should I do long form or so? And he said, yes, you can do both long form and short form. You know what I mean? You just got to be very selective. And he said, one of the things he said that I had said a couple months, probably a month ago or a couple weeks ago. I said, you know what? When I do go on lives, not live, like I'm watching somebody video or live or anything, I time myself. So that means even though, like me, I chat so much. So if I'm going in my live right now to go watch half of my live, I'm going to go in there and say, all right, I can do 30 minutes in my life, and I spend the 30 minutes, or I probably spend an hour, depending. You understand? So you have to time yourself in whichever gallery you're going in. Because YouTube is a gallery, whether you like it or not. It's just like going to the mall. You know what I mean? You go to different places and check out what people have to offer. And if you like it, then you buy something, you stop in. And if you don't like it, you just check out. And you know what I mean? So give yourself time when you go into anybody's lives to say, okay, if I'm going to spend a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 minutes, however minute, 50 minutes, whatever, or for the life. Sometimes the life is very good enough, so you will stay. That's natural. Just like us, sometimes when people come in our life and things are okay, we will keep going. But give yourself some time, and remember to use your mindset. And he was giving us so many things. I was jacking them down here. You know what I mean? Because he said right now, YouTube is leading in with the podcast, like 1 billion users doing podcasts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So YouTube is really up there trending, you know. And just give yourself what you need to do. You come on live sometime and you're not feeling well, give yourself, say, all right, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yes, man, once you start time yourself, but sometimes I tend to stay longer, like to say, yeah. And that's the same thing he said. He said sometimes he time himself, but if it's an interesting content that is going on, so he said he will literally stay there and watch the whole entire thing. And I do the same thing too. If it is something that is very interesting and I need to learn how to grow, strengthen, and develop, if it will just look a motivation, look at encouragement, oh yes. But it's very important to time yourself, because a lot of time we stress out because we think that we obligated to stay in. Let's use my life as example, to stay in here for the rest of the time. No. And that's why I tell people, 365 days in a year. You can always visit Resilient Queen anytime. I want people around me to spread their wings. It's when you spread your wings, you grow, you strengthen, and you have a better mindset because you learn from each other. Each one teach one. You know what I won't teach you, somebody else will teach you. What that person won't teach you, you could go here and somebody else will guide you along. What this person don't know, somebody else know it can guide you. See what I'm saying? So each one teach one. So when we're looking at stuff and looking at it as a gallery, it's like going to the mall and okay, Bath and Body Works don't have anything for me today. They don't got no sale. So you know what? I'm gonna go over to Victoria's Secret. The man's might go to Nike and Nike don't got what they want. But then you know what? I like Puma too. So they might go over to Puma. This is not a promotional video. I'm just saying, give example. You know what I mean? And then you might go somewhere else and get what you're looking for. And that's why I'm saying there is no need for us to argue and like coming to people live and being rude or disrespectful, because if they're not offering something that you so desire to hear about, there's too much artwork out here, too many artwork out here for us to be upset at a content creator. So I'm saying, even if you're a content creator yourself and say, oh, this person not talking anything, and if you're just a watcher and this person not there is too much artwork out here for us to lose sleep, get stressed, get worked up, and then who gonna be clocked into a hospital? Not the content creator who didn't provide you anything. Is the one who was trying to collect something and nothing was there for them. Because this is a gallery. You can go spread your wings. You go to one gallery, oh, I like what they're doing, but I'm not interested. You go here, oh, I like painting, I'll stick to painting. Oh, I like cooking, I wanna see more cooking. You go to cooking. You know what I mean? You have motivational, you want some upliftment for the day. No, when you go on YouTube, what you going there for? You're going there for the drama, you're going there for the gossip, or you're going there for the laughter, are you going there to be uplift, are you going there to learn something, are you going there to learn how to grow your channel, are you going there to learn how to get monetized, are you going there to learn how to post better, are you going there to learn how to do thumbnail, how to do several things is out here for us to be worked up over one content creator. You know what I mean? We can go everywhere and spread our wings like bird. Wings and fly away. He said that's true, and sometimes I want to support others, so I just have to time myself, help spread the love. Yes, man, that's what I be doing. So sometimes even for the day I'll be going through almost ten channels for the day and still doing my life. And then if you have an extra device, that extra device come in handy. So while you're like, even today I was doing a live and I had somebody in my background, and I turned them down and I was able to have them there, and I liked their video, and I comment a few times because I was in the channel, but then they were on another device. So I'm saying, so you can get your work done too. So even though somebody said, but I'm showing up, but nobody, I can't get my work done. If you're not prioritizing yourself, you won't get nothing done for yourself. And the more you show up for yourself and balance how you show up, trust me, things will work out. You know what I mean? And I tell you all the time, you don't have to announce all the time when you're in a somebody live. You like the video, you send a couple of hearts, look 100 if they're saying something valuable or so. People know you're there. You know what I mean? Even if you're in the background or so. But sometimes you don't want, you just want to chill. People tired coming from work. Even 9 to 5, people tired. So they just want to sit the hell down and just say, hear this one chatting off her mouth, running off her mouth. Or they say, wow, this is very interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know if I did this, I will get penalized. You know what I mean? So you learn every day. We growing. And a part of us on YouTube, and when we say we want to be our own boss, because now we're going to become our own boss. If we're working towards monetization, we're working to become something. We're not working to become nothing. Because we were leaving from nothing to something. Remember the days when you had no subscriber and it's just you keep posting and it's like your life is not going nowhere. And once you start taking things seriously, you will see result. Because sometimes you will on here and you will say, but this one sale past me. It's not about the sale. You stay in your lane and do what is best for you. Show up for you and others will show up for you. When you complain and say, oh, but nobody's showing up for me, nobody checking me out, you don't know that. You don't know that. Because even when you look in your community post and you see people comment, it's just showing you the comments that people comment all the time on your videos or so forth. You know what I mean? But you can't worry about that. What you got to focus on is what you so desire. Do you want those 1,000 subscribers? Do you want those 4,000 watch hours? And then when you get those, the work still have to go on, because you get those, but you won't get no paycheck if you're not putting out the work. You gotta be able to put out the work. This is when the real work start now. You think you were working hard? This is when the real work begin. It's like getting accepted into a college. The real work begins. Yes, you get accepted into college. Woohoo! Yay! But there is no answer sheet up in there waiting for you to just say, copy off this and do this, and you will be stress free. Nope. Woohoo! I get into this. Woohoo! Yeah! Real work begin, baby. If you think the real work was the 1,000 and the 4,000, wait till you're stagnant. And you realize that, what? I thought it would be easier over here. No. Woohoo! No, baby. Even in college, when you get that acceptance letter, and they say, congratulations, welcome to this college, such and such, and you say, Mom, I get accepted into college. We have a lot of dropout out of college because they thought college was as simple as getting an acceptance letter. Yes. It's a different ball game when you get over. Different. Because you got to keep pushing yourself now. You know, yes, you push yourself to get here, but you don't push yourself to relax. The only difference is you're not going to be so stressful, because now if you want, you don't have to come live every day. You see what I'm saying? You can start prioritize your life, which is plan out your life. When you get your watch time and everything, then you don't have to come live every day. But if you realize you don't got a 5-star content like that or anything, you're going to have to come the way you can come, baby. Because everybody don't born with that gift like that to just final education, mechanical, technician, concrete, can build concrete. Everybody get those kind of ability. So you better have to show up the way you can show up. And understand that showing up for you will have people show up for you. But if you don't show up, there's no paycheck, nowhere, no platform will hand you a paycheck just like that. When the song say, when I move, you move just like that, that means he's telling you, you gotta, when he move, you gotta move. So when you see, if you don't move, nobody gonna move for you. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at the things that is around you and they say, oh, that makes sense. Yes, man, every day we want to talk about common sense and how we can tie it in to what's around us. This song say, when I move, you move, just like that. Look at YouTube. If I don't move, that algorithm ain't gonna move for you. That watch time you want ain't gonna move. That subscriber you want ain't gonna move. But you better start singing this song. When I move, you move, just like that. You better start singing that song. You know what I mean? We gotta find something to keep us motivated. If you're not a person that build your life around music, poetry, Bible verse, Proverbs, Psalms, whatever it is, in motivational channels that can encourage you and uplift you and strengthen you, whatever it is, use it. Because listen, people who pass off, when I mean pass off, they already make it to the top. They paved the way for all of us on YouTube. Because all this simpler way of being on YouTube, where you only need 500 subscribers to begin. A matter of fact, you need 50 subscribers to go live, right? Then you're working to get your 500 subscribers, which is 450 more, right? To start off your journey. It's a true call. Before I started YouTube, I thought once you hit those milestones to become monetized, you would get paid just for any video. I did not understand all that other stuff but learning. Yes, man, you'll be surprised. It's like you're playing just anybody play game will understand all too well. You have to unlock a next door to get over to level 2. You have to unlock level 1 to get to level 2. And when you get to level 2, what does it get? A little harder. When you get to level 3, what does it get? A little more challenging. And a little more challenging until you can figure out how to crack the code for you. Not for nobody else. Everybody gonna crack the code differently. What they use to figure out things on their own might not be what you're going to use. What I use to figure things out on my own is to pop up. From day one, I call myself the pop-up queen. Pop up. I know people tired. They said, this girl here, she popped up just about any time. You know what I mean? Yes, I understand that I clap my own self in. So I popped up anytime. You see what I mean? But look at how you guys showed up for me. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you. I'm grateful. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something. Okay. So 500 subscribers to begin. You need 50 to go live, and then you work on another 450 to work to get your full 500, right? I'm just breaking it down in mathematical terms. And then after you get that, then boom, that line gone. No more 500. Now you need 3,000 watch hours, or I think 10 million views to start off, to enroll in the YouTube monetization program, just to enroll and start you off. That's it. It's not giving you no access of full monetization. You have to keep going. Then when you get that, then all that will disappear. But if you get the 3,000 watch hour or the 10 million views, that will be disappeared. So you won't see that number. You know what you're gonna see now? 1,000 subscriber, which you already get 500. So subtract 500, you have 500 more if you not get your 1,000 yet. But once you get your 1,000, that disappear. Period. Disappear. Then you're left with 4,000 watch time, or I think 3 million views. I hope I'm saying it's not the 10 million viewed up top, or which you want. Okay? Then what you need to do now, you see that 3,000 watch hour you already get? That's a start. So almost watch time you're going to need left? 1,000. Now is when doing short, because they're going to tell you, if you apply, they're going to tell you, any more shorts you do after this will not contribute to the next. They're not going to tell us the 1,000 you have left. But you will know, because you will see the line. So you only need 1,000 more watch time. Time drunk, time in food. Pay attention to your lines. Yeah, every time the line move up, pay attention. Right? So you only need 1,000 more if you're calculating to get to your 4,000 watch hours. Because what they did was dissect it for you to make it simple for you. Don't look at it as a whole. Just look at it from a mathematical perspective. And you say, okay, 1 hours, yes. And then you look. Oh, yeah, only one. After you get to 3,000 watch time, when that line disappear, you know what you're gonna see now? 1,000 subscriber. If you don't get your subscriber yet, but if you get your subscriber, all that will disappear. All gonna left is your 4,000 watch time or your 3 million views, I think. And if you get the 4,000, everything disappear. So what I'm saying to you, once you get to 3,000, is like subtracting 3,000 from 4,000. How much you have left? 1,000. So that's all you need. So this time now you either need to do videos or live. And they recommend you do either 8 minutes or 10-minute video, because they say what that does is that they can put ads on this stuff. It's easier to put ads, and there are longer form videos. Nothing less than the 8 minute. So that's what I'm saying to you. What I'm recommending from my knowledge and understanding is that once you're not feeling well and you go live, try to at least stay for 8 minutes or little longer, or 8 to 10 minutes, because that way when you get monetized, those videos can have ads on them. Not all video will be ad videos, because advertisers know what they're looking for. Not all the videos will have ads run on them, but sometimes you will see ads running. You know what I mean? So that's what you gotta do. And once you get there, then you have a lot more door to unlock. You have ads, this, that, blah, 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 super chat, membership, storefront, this, create website, that. And sometimes you can get stuck if you're not savvy like me. But that's all right. We will get there by do more research. But if you take savvy and you understand what you're doing, also smooth sail for you. Smooth sail. But that doesn't mean you must give up. You still have ways to create revenues. You know what I mean? You still have ways. So don't give up. And we're not going to stay any longer, family. So I want to just let you guys know, showing up for yourself is going to be your best line of defense. And let your people know that, hey, I'm close to 3,000 watch hours. You don't have to tell exactly how much watch time you got. I don't want to know how much watch time you got. I just want you to say that, hey, I'm working and getting monetized, and I'm very close to 3,000 watch hours. I'm asking you, please, if ever 1 minute of your time, give it to me. Just 1 minute, but no 0.64. You know, if ever 1 minute of your time, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm telling you, people will start to show up. So when I talk about that night, when I got off live, I got 1 minute watch time, square off, 1 minute. The next night I go on, I had 2 minutes square off. So let me tell you something, people showed up. And then the other night I get 12 minutes of watch time. So thank you all. Thank you all so very much for helping me here. But remember now, family, when you see ads running on any one of my videos, your girl over here, I don't want a white scroll on my mouth, so I'm going to ask you guys to run up the ads them for me. Help out a girl, continue to support your girl. And for everybody that is working, keep working. If it's a subscriber you're working on, you know what to do. Go out there and do what you gotta do. If it's your watch time you gotta work on, go out there and do what you gotta do. But make sure you have a device as well for yourself so you can show for yourself. Sometimes you're gonna be at places where you don't have those devices running. That's understanding. You by showing up is showing up for you. And by showing up, people will show up for you. All right. So until then, walk good. And to all the top fans that come through tonight, I noticed the race was on. Congratulations to one and all, and thank you so very much to everybody that was here. And I don't know. Hopefully, this helped you enough. And until then, walk good. And for anybody who want to join my membership before I go, you're free to do so. And then I can dive in a little deeper into something else that I also discovered that I learned and get into monetization. So if you want to be a part of that membership, thank you. And I think I have a member already. I think Josh Angel Homeless Outreach is a member. So I think I got a member. So God is good, family. And I need to put my email up. I tried to figure out how to add it to my thing today and I didn't know how. So I didn't know how, but I will figure it out. I already create the email though. He said, good night and congratulations once again. Thank you guys so much. And don't give up. Everybody working. Subscribers are watch time. Don't give up. And everybody working on their watch time. I will also say, when you reach 3,000 watch time, keep going. Go live. If ever 3 times for the day you gotta go live. If you don't want them to be long, you don't have to make them long. You could go live for 30 minutes, you could go live for 10 minutes, you could go live for 8 minutes, 15 minutes, and 60 minutes, which is close to 60 minutes to make an hour. And you know, do what you gotta do, 25 minutes, whatever you gotta do. Because you know, ad will run on those videos. So just bear that in mind. Nothing less than 8 minutes. Keep it at 8, the minimum. And you can go up, but you don't want to go down. You see what I'm saying? So balance it at 8. So that means if you're on live and you say, oh, I don't feel too well today, I'm just going to do 8 minutes. Just do your 8 minutes. Announce to your people, and then if you come out and say, hey, only have 2 more minutes, so they know to stick around and help you. Help a brother out, help a sister out. You know what I mean? And make sure you're shouting out everybody, the likers, the sharers, the commenters, the well wishers, the people, like if you monetize, let me know the people who are going to be donating and everything, the people who are going to become members. Big shout out to you, my moderators, everybody, my silent partners who just stick up in there and never miss a beat. Some of them watching the replay and all of these things, you know what I mean? Whatever role you play, whatever role they're going to play, they're going to play a role. Everybody do play a role. All right? So until then, I'm about to go hard. Yes, man. Go hard. All right? I'm going to use my restream. Do what you got to do. Anything that you got to do, do what you got to do. All right? And until then, just make sure everything is appropriate for YouTube this and YouTube guidelines and everything like that. But until then, walk good, have a blessed night, and thank you all so much. And to that lovely donor there for donating $2 on this live stream, and I think he's the sixth person to donate. Thank you so very much. And to everyone else who's gonna want to donate to me privately, because I know that some people are very private with what they do. I am trying to create, but I look on my account and they don't have Cash App on there anymore. So I had to create an email. So I'm gonna figure out how to apply that email, and then I can send the link, put the link up. I don't know how to do that yet. I will play around, family. Your guinea pig is juking button. Don't worry yourself, okay? She can chat, but doesn't mean she can juke all the buttons. Boop, boop, boop. She can juke all the buttons. Boop, boop. She does witty, that's it. You know what I mean? So I will do that as well. But I will have an email up going hopefully soon. If I don't know how to do that, I probably can reach out to somebody for them to help me. You never know. And then I put that up, so if anybody want to reach out to me with whether brand deals or anything, we can figure out something. Until then, your chatterbacks, You're a pop-up queen, you're a resilient queen, you're a crazy queen, you're everything in one. In Jamaica, we say lock, stock, and barrel in one. Rolling down the street is about to roll out. And congratulations to one and all for putting your resilient queen right here. But the real work begins. All right, please watch the ads and wherever, whichever way you can support your girl. Thank you so much. Until then, walk good, have a blessed night. I'm out for real. Chatterbox done.